Hello Booktube, Emmy Walker here to announce my TBR for this year's Booktube-A-Thon. This is the first year I'm participating in it, considering that this is the first year that I've ever known about Booktube, so a lot of the stuff I'm going to be doing here in my first year as a Booktuber is going to be first, so yeah. So anyway, I believe the Booktube-A-Thon was created by Ariel Bissett. She has a channel, Ariel Bissett, I will link that down below, as well as a Booktube-A-Thon specific channel, which I will also link down below. And it has all the information for this year regarding the channel, or the challenges, and other, the hosts and other things that you'd want to know about the Booktube-A-Thon. Alright, so this year's Booktube-A-Thon takes place from August 3rd until August 9th, and there are some challenges set up which you are welcome to complete. You can do all of them, none of them, just a few of them, whatever you want. They're really just there to help make it a little more fun, I guess, and also to narrow down the books that you will read for this Booktube-A-Thon. I went ahead and used these as my guidelines for the books, so I'll go ahead and show you them. Challenge number 1 is to read a book with blue in the cover. It can be the smallest amount of blue, the entire cover can be blue, whatever. For this one I've actually gone with Gathering Blue by Lois Lowry, and not only is the cover blue and the spine blue, but the word blue is on the cover, so that is like super challenge. I deserve 3 gold stars if I read this, so yeah, there's that. Next up is to read a book from an author who shares the same first letter of your last name. Whatever, my last name is Walker. I'm reading, The Golem and the Ginny by Helene Wecker, WW. So that's how that works, even if I can't explain it. Then for the third challenge, you are to read someone else's favorite book, and for this I reached out to my friends on Facebook, and my friend Amy told me that her favorite book is Matilda by Roald Dahl, and I've been wanting to read this anyway, so I've been on my Roald Dahl kick, and that'll just combine 2 things in one. The next challenge is to read the last book you acquired, whether it's the last book you bought, or borrowed from the library, or got as a gift. The last book that I'm going to be getting before this Booktube-A-Thon officially starts is going to be Grave Mercy by Robin Lefevers. I'm ordering it in, so it hasn't come in yet, but it will be in by that point. So that's the book that I'm going to pick, and that's the book that I'm going to read, and probably the first book I'm going to read, because I'm really excited about this one, because another friend of mine has been telling me that it's a really good book, and it's been getting me really excited, and it's got assassins in it, so I've been really into the assassins. The next challenge is to complete a book without ever letting go of it, which I think is going to be really fun and difficult, considering having a little one around is going to make it hard for me to not let go of it. I'm hoping I can just kind of finish it after he goes to bed one night, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to hold on to a book without him ripping it out of my hands. But for this one I chose The Adventures of Robin Hood. This is the Classic Starts edition, and it's retold from Howard Pyle original. It's just, I don't know, specifically it's just one of the stories of Robin Hood, but it's really quick. It's just a middle grade book, and I'm hoping I'll be able to finish this in not even an hour, so yeah. Challenge number 6 is to read a book that you really want to read, and for this one it's going to be Vicious by V.E. Schwab. I've been hearing about this book all over Booktube. It's been out for a while and it's still raved about by so many booktubers. I really need to get into this book, and I've been wanting to pick it up for so long, and now I'm finally going to do it. And the 7th and final challenge of this year's Booktube-A-Thon is to read a total of 7 books. The other challenges gives me 6 books, so I'm just going to add on a random one here, and that's Snow Like Ashes by Sarah Arash. It's another book that I've also been wanting to read, so it would also cover the, a book you really want to read challenge. And yeah, so there's that, and I'm really excited for that. Well, the chances of me reading all 7 of those books in the span of a week is pretty slim. I can barely finish 7 books in a month anymore, let alone in one short week. Especially since I didn't really pick the shortest of books for most of them. There's 3 books that are pretty short, and I'm pretty sure I could finish those in a few days, but the other ones, I don't know, maybe not, we'll see. But anyway, if I don't finish them, which is perfectly okay, I'm just going to take the books I didn't finish from the Booktube-A-Thon and then just continue reading them for the entire month of August. So I'm also going to tack on these last 2 books here for my August TBR. Next up on my August TBR is going to be A Wise Man's Fear by Patrick Rothfuss, and this is the second book in the series or trilogy. I'm not really sure. The first one was A Name of the Wind, and I forget what the actual series is called. The Kingkiller Chronicles, right there on the book. But yeah, this is another, it's just as big as his first one, and the print is thankfully bigger, but that also means that the pages are longer, that there's more pages, so I don't know if I'll finish this in August, but we'll start it in August and see how that goes. And And along with that one and the other books from the Booktube-A-Thon, books that I don't finish in the week, theoretically, I want to finish Uprooted by Naomi Novik. And this I've actually been hearing about on a couple of other booktubers channels just recently, in particular Elena over at Elena Reads Books. She's just really loved this book and I can't wait to get into this one. It sounds really cool. I can't even remember what it's about, but I just remember, you know, reading it and thinking it sounds really cool, and so yeah, sorry I can't give you a description. I will whenever I read it. But anyway, that's all I have for you today for my Booktube-A-Thon TBR and the tacked on August TBR as well. Let me know if you've read any of these books, what you thought of them, if you are planning to read them along with me this month or during the Booktube-A-Thon, what you are going to be reading during the Booktube-A-Thon if you're participating. I'd love to hear what you think you can get through and how many you think you can get through and whatever. But anyway, make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Otherwise, I will see you later, Booktube!